Hi Pisces, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a May 2024 general reading. I've already pulled the first level of your tarot. I'm now pulling the next level. I'm going to be pulling 4 different stacks of cards for you, and I'm going to be looking at 4 different areas of your life, which I'll tell you about in just 1 second. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Pisces? So the first is the present position. The next I'll be looking at is the challenge, and then the next is the strength. And then what's good in the outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. May I please have the information that will be detailed in the tarot, Spirit? May I please have detailed information for Pisces? Okay, may I have the present position? Thank you. May I have the strength? May I please have the challenge? May I please have the what's good in the outcome? May I please have the final deck for Pisces, Spirit? May I please have detailed information? What do they need to know? What will help them, motivate them, and help them to make the difficult decisions that they need to make? What will validate this reading for Pisces, Spirit? 1 second here, Pisces. May I have the present position? May I have the strength? May I have the challenge? May I have what's good in the outcome for Pisces? Okay, wow. Let's take a look at this, Pisces. So I'm going to first look at the present position, which is right here. If the present position doesn't make sense to you, you're either watching this reading too early. You need to put it in a playlist, come back in about 2 weeks. This is a May reading, so you may need to come back at the end of May and look at the reading then. Many times time has to pass and then the reading will make sense. If the reading doesn't make sense to you after I say the present position, please stop the video. This is not your reading, okay? So this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look at the present position. So we have safe home. Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on with Pisces? We have stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud. We have wishing well. We have the Magician in the present position, and we have the Justice card in the present position. Spirit, what's going on with Pisces? What will validate this reading for them? So we have safe home, Pisces. I cast the circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. It does feel like you're now looking to settle down in a different place to where you are today. It does look like you're looking into, there's choices here. And you can basically go anywhere, but there's one particular area that you are thinking about. It is perhaps a choice between 2 spaces, and it feels like one is much more appealing. So that's coming up in your present position. Here we have stuck in the mud. So it's like you're trying to get out of a particular arrangement or situation that you're in, and there's delays, it's been slow, and but it does look like you're moving in the direction that you want to go. Here we have wishing well, and it looks like you're thinking about a situation or thinking about somebody here. In the wishing well card, it does feel like you're it does feel like you are what's the word, Pisces? It looks like you're being more vulnerable. It looks like you're being more straightforward in what it is that you want. It feels like instead of wishing for things to come true, like you're making actions, and you've stopped kind of meditating or whatever this is, dwelling, thinking about something, and you're just going to now move and walk in that direction metaphorically and see what happens. But you're looking back for some reason. I don't know why you're looking back, but you are. Here in the Magician, in the present position, what we have is magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a successful manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. So it looks like you're extraordinarily you're really, really thinking about what it is that you want next in your life, and you're really putting a lot of effort into moving a situation that has been on your mind for a very long time. It feels like you're moving. I keep getting that word moving, but it feels like here in the Magician card, you are putting things to rest. Like it could be hopes and dreams and things like that. Like you're putting it away, and you're moving towards something, like you have a different perspective on something about your future, and which is unlike you, because you're really more, in certain situations, very much more of a realist, and you're very cautious, and you don't take chances, and you're, in a way, you can be very, what's the word, habitual, doing things that and not really deviating from that. But it does feel like something or someone is inspiring you here to think outside the box. Now we have the Justice card here. Spirit, bring it forward. Why do we have Justice in the present position? There's something around you that requires the truth, clarity to come out. It looks like you're going to have to balance something out that has kind of like a cause and effect. This is a relationship, Pisces. It feels like a relationship to me. It feels like you have to tell somebody the truth about something in order for you to kind of clear your conscience and to just be true to yourself, right? So it looks like there's something that needs to be said here in the present position. All right, Pisces, that was your present position. If it didn't make sense to you, like I said, you're either watching the reading too early, come back at the end of May, put in a playlist, come back at the end of May and look at it then. If it still doesn't make sense to you at this point of the reading, turn the video off. It is not your reading. For those of you that can identify with the reading, let's move on. So let's take a look at the challenge. We have authenticity here. We have slow and steady. That energy is coming out again, right? It was over here in the Stuck in the Mud card. We have Queen of Wands in the challenge, and we have the World card. All right, Spirit, bring it out. What's going on here? What's going on in the challenge? What's bothering Pisces, what's kind of difficult for them, what's coming up for them that is a challenge. Now, you don't have to ever worry about the challenge in a reading from me, Pisces. There's always strengths and challenges on a daily basis in your life, right? And it could be as simple as getting stuck in traffic, or as profound as somebody passing away. So you don't have to avoid challenges. You just kind of have to know what they are so you don't become afraid of them and avoid them to the point that it becomes not productive in your life. So here in authenticity, Spirit, bring it forward. Why is this in? Tell me about these cards, Spirit. What's the challenge for Pisces in May? What is the challenge for Pisces in May? Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. You are... okay. What I'm feeling is something or someone or a situation is bringing out a different side of you. You pride yourself on honesty, truth, trying to do the right thing, be the best that you can, trying to communicate the best that you can. Like, you're very adamant about showing up, right? Showing up, and it's very difficult for you when people misunderstand you. And I feel like there's some misunderstanding that you're looking at and wondering about how to deal with. It looks like you're going to... the challenge is that to deal with this situation, it's not going fast. It's not going fast as you would like, and it's really Spirit just said boring you. It's boring you, Pisces. It's boring you to death. So what we have here is a situation that requires time. Time is of the essence. Here in the Queen of Wands, what we have is, again, you're thinking about somebody. You have a lot of respect for somebody. You're wanting independence. You're wanting to kind of spread your wings. You're wanting to adapt to a situation. You do believe in yourself, and but you're underestimating something about your ability. There's a lot of stress that you're dealing with, but the way you're kind of looking at it, Pisces, is you're saying to yourself, well, you know, other people are going through worse things than me. This is not stressful. But it's all relative, right? Albert Einstein said that, and he's right. You know, you can always find 10,000 people in a worse situation than you, but it doesn't undermine the stress that you're going through. It's all relative, right? If you're going through something that is stressful, then you're going through something that is stressful, and you have to acknowledge that and not minimize it. Because when you minimize it, what you tend to do is you ignore that there is a need for a solution, right? And so you're just kind of playing it down, and you shouldn't do that. Here in the challenge, you're wanting something to change, and something is changing in your life, but it's not changing in the way that you want it to change. So there's a lot of kind of rationalization about the change that is occurring. So here, this is what's happening in the challenge. Now let's take a look at the strength to see how do you handle these challenges. Here we have this move again. In the strength, we have safe travels, right? So I do feel quite strongly here that you're on a journey, whether that be emotionally or physically, that has a lot of ups and downs to it, right? So that is going on in your strength. But, you know, I do feel like you can handle it. I do feel like it's leading you to a much more stable outcome. Here in solitude, I feel like you feel very much alone in the situation that you're in. Even though there may be people around you, it does feel like you're a lone read. But what I have to say is that it is showing up in your strength. So there's something that you need to come to terms with on your own, and it doesn't require talking to other people or being with other people or getting other people's input. It is important that you trust yourself, because you need to see where the light is, and you need to move towards that without other people's opinions. So that is showing up in your strength. Here we have a new beginning in the Empress card. So we do have a new beginning for you, Pisces. There will be a time, right? And it is kind of divine timing in the way that I'm seeing it, because I do see this slow, methodical change occurring. But at the same time, I see a new beginning. And once that new beginning comes in fully into your life, you are going to be taking positive action, and kind of your dreams will start to take flight at that point, okay? And there is abundance and prosperity here. It's not what you were expecting, but it is there. Next, what we have is in the Strength card, we have you sorting out things that are your responsibility. It looks like you're working really hard, and you're being very frugal with money, and you are deciding where money needs to go, and you're taking care of yourself with that. It looks like you're taking care of debts. It looks like you're really pulling in spending, and you're I feel like you're selling things, right? So there may be an issue where you're having to unload certain things because it just doesn't make sense to keep them. So that's showing up in your strength. So in a way, there's a cash flow coming in. Now, in your outcome, what we have is the best possible decision coming to life. We have the Six of Swords, and best card in the deck, we have the Sun card, okay? So Spirit, bring it forward. What can Pisces expect? What's the good that's coming out in the outcome for May 2024, leading them through the rest of 2024? Here we have the best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. So it looks like you're going to start to come to terms with the decisions that you have to make. It looks like you're making a lot of decisions right now, and it does feel like a little bit haphazard, but in the outcome, what we have is you making decisions that are very strong and very goal directed. Here we see you coming to life, so things begin to change and transformation starts to encourage the you and who you are and what you're about. I do feel like there's some communication here that you want to give to someone. It's showing up again. There's communication here. You're walking away from a negative situation, or or a challenging situation, and there's a welcome relief here in the outcome. Finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression or an illness, travel or relocation. Again, this relocation is really coming out strong in your reading. And here we have the Sun card. So what that means is all of this that is occurring in your life is going to lead to an excellent outcome, because what we have is the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. So even though you don't know, is it right, is it wrong, what should you do? It does look like it's going to be a very positive outcome, and it does look like it's going to make you extremely happy, and it's going to lead to a lot of freedom and pleasure and happiness, vitality, and a celebration. It's going to lead to a rebirth in your life, and just new beginnings with success. That's really great, Pisces. So that is your reading. Please subscribe, leave a message, even if it's to say your horoscope. The reason for that is I haven't been reading for a while due to some illness, and the algorithm with YouTube will not notify you unless you engage with the channel. So please do that. and that will help you to get the readings when they come out. Pisces, it's been a pleasure, and I will speak to you soon.